Hello, believers, non-believers, and everyone in between. You're listening to Stories with Sapphire. I am Sapphire Sandalo. Now get cozy and open your mind because it's story time. Chapter 1, Lover's Bridge by Sparrow. One night, Maya stayed unusually late at her office. She had been procrastinating at work, lost track of time, and fell behind on a couple projects. She didn't have a car, and the buses weren't running that late, so she had to walk home that night. She held her pepper spray in one hand and tightened her scarf around her face with the other as she walked down the cold, dark, quiet path. She had always heard eerie rumors about the area being a little dangerous, but didn't think too much about it. If anyone was going to come for her, she'd be prepared, she thought to herself. It was actually a really nice walk. She crossed over a small bridge that led to a really beautiful wooded area she'd never been in. Her heels echoed beneath her, but as soon as she stepped off the bridge, it sounded a little different, like there was an extra echo. She slowed her pace. The echo slowed with her. She placed her finger on the pepper spray trigger and turned around. There was no one. She turned back around and was now face to face with a woman in a bridal gown. Maya fell a startled step back. "Do you have the time?" the bride asked. "Excuse me?" Maya replied, still confused as to why a woman in a full wedding dress was walking around this late at night. "I'm running very late and my groom-to-be will be worried if I don't show up." Looking down at her watch, Maya read the time out loud. "It's 9:01 p.m. "Oh, thank you. Please excuse me." The bride sped past her over the bridge and disappeared out of sight. Maya chuckled to herself and hoped the bride was able to make it in time for her ceremony. She continued walking and finally reached her apartment and went to sleep. The next morning at work, she told her coworker about the strange woman she met by the bridge. Wait, they exclaimed. "Do you mean by Lover's Bridge? The one that's been blocked off for years?" Well, this one wasn't blocked off. I walked right across it." "What's Lover's Bridge?" "They say that a bride hung herself off the side," another coworker chimed in, overhearing their conversation, then added, "She was running late to her wedding, and her groom left her because he thought he had been left at the altar. When the bride found out he canceled the wedding, she was devastated." Maya replayed the events of the previous night in her head. It wasn't possible that was the bridge. It was wide open. But that would explain the woman in the gown. "You didn't see a ghost, did you?" the first coworker asked uneasily. "Will something bad happen if I did?" Maya replied, half jokingly. Maya's coworkers shared a concerned look. "They say that if you see the bride and she asks what time it is, then your reply will be the time of your death." 9:01 p.m. But was that 9:01 p.m. today? Or tomorrow? Or 20 years? "You guys are ridiculous," Maya said as she walked back to her desk. "That's just a story, and like I told you, the bridge I crossed wasn't blocked off, so." From that point on, Maya never lost track of the time again. Thanks for joining me today. And did you know that I offer bone and tarot readings? You can schedule a session at StoriesWithSapphire.com. Salamat and good night.